Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Crossing in the Woods, playing for today's pointing in the south of Askim, playing as Soviets who has shock rifle frontline, defensive, and shock motor heavy. Teaming up with him is Commander Mikz, who has Commandos, special weapons, and Royal Artillery as the British. As offensive in the north we have RickieRifle playing as OKW, straight away going for Spec Ops. And finally G.dot as Ostheer, who has German Mechanized, Jaeger Armor, and Strategic Reserves as Ostheer. In terms of rankings here, random team on this side. Askim around rank 110 I think. Mikz around rank 80. These two slightly outside the top 200 as an arranged team. But as randoms they would make the grade, so I figured I would give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. Especially with so many replays. The replay big issue at the moment. Cool, I'm getting a little bit low there for Ricky. Slightly clumsy usage of the opportunities here as well. Could have traded a lot more easily if he just ran in, started trading from here instead of running around this corner and repositioning a couple times. Maybe could have won that engagement, but alright. Sniper out from G.dot, forcing away the combat engineer from the cutoff there. And Penal switching sides here. So Allies going for a bit of a double team on the left. Askim has gone for tier 1 himself, so straight into the counter sniper here. Makes a lot of sense on a map like this. Pretty hard to avoid that sniper over an extended period of time. Especially if you've got tier 1 down. Counter sniper is a very good option as Soviets. Meanwhile, Vickers out for Commander Mikz. 3 sections into Vickers. Pretty stable front line for both teams now.
Target's ours. Ready.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
And there we go, sniper going to work.
Fire! Keep shooting.
You want the sniper?
Comes the Soviet sniper, but coming out to the wrong side of the map. He wants to go straight for the counter snipe. Okay, so G.dot's definitely aware of the opposing sniper now. I'm going to have the element of surprise, which is, you know, so much easier to go for those counter snipes when you do have that surprise factor. It's usually a lot more cautious with their sniper once they realise you have a sniper as well. It is, you know, helping him pick away at the machine gun. G.dot trying to charge in, trying to pressure the Soviet sniper here a bit, but just getting blasted by the penals. Could even lose the squad now. Crossing the river, very late retreat. He's repositioning, not really going in for the chase down either. MG spinning around. Community is peeled off for the fuel. Penals try and charge into the heavy cover, but get there a tiny bit too late and end up getting suppressed. There's applying a bit of pressure as well. Slight reposition here on the Vickers, had to pull back somewhat. Ricky coming in on the flank. Another incendiary grenade probably wasn't really necessary.
Enemy causing trouble.
I'm just hoping to get the wipe, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. SOT-offs are out now for Commander Mikz. Since this unit got introduced, I haven't really seen it too much. I suppose Brits are not that popular as well, maybe that's part of the reason. Get out. Pretty good dodge.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Okay, so no AC tech for Commander Mikz. Also hasn't gone for an anti-tank gun of any variety yet. So Ricky going from medics into battle group. Okay, AT gun coming now for Mikz. double snipers from Askim. Wow. Looks like they're both taking damage as well. So G.dot going to be well aware of this. Whoa, combat engineer. Late retreat goes down on the river. That negative cover costing him there. I think he did spot that with sweepers or something, right? Felt like that might look like it was revealed for a second there, but maybe not. Anyway, double snipers going to work on this left-hand side here. Rickie with the retreat. Oh, doesn't dodge that sniper shot on retreat there. A little bit unlucky for Rickie. Cost him a squad. 222 in the build for G.dot. You have one penal already upgraded with the PTRs, which I think makes sense. You're going for this kind of build. You could probably even go for both of them if he had the munitions. Upgrade with PTRs because, yeah, I mean, that's your number one priority, keeping your snipers safe now. Don't really need your penals for anti-infantry duties quite so much. Double snipers doing the bleed for you. Oh boy, G.dot, that was really messy. Just charges across negative cover and gets lit up. Sloppy stuff there. Runs into the Vickers there, but doesn't retreat, crawls out. Nice to see. Looks like the Kubel was maybe thinking about going for the flank, but happy to pick away at the squad behind heavy cover. The stern pose there for repairs afterwards. Double snipers coming across to the other side. Oh! AT gun finishes the job. Commander Mix just stalling out there for long enough, and the AT gun takes it down. Here comes Rickie with a big old flank. Bit of pressure there from the 222 on the snipers. Forces the retreat, but the PTR is penal. Dodging. Good work here though from G.dot coming around the other side. Wrapping around, looking for the sniper kill. No PTRS penals back here at base. He's retreating with them both now. One sniper down. What about the next one? There it goes. PTRS penals. Is gonna throw a sticky satchel? No. It's gonna say you better not, because you see G.dot was like hanging around there hoping that he'd throw one so he could drive right next to the penals and blow them up with it. But yeah, sometimes with your snipers it's best not to retreat. Sometimes it's safer not to retreat. We saw that there. Askim losing both his snipers to that 222. Not deterred though, going to build another one. And in the meantime, G.dot has lost... Grenadiers, I think. Rebuilding one now. So it's not like G.dot has come out of this unscathed. He's been losing quite a few units himself. Bren's now for Commander Mix. Well, I'm generally not a huge fan of picking up PTRSs. I think Pioneers are like one of the squads it does make sense to do it with, especially if they've got the sweeper upgrade. It's a tiny bit extra anti-tank for them. Since, by the time you get around to this timing, the anti-infantry capabilities are quite weak without the flamethrower especially. Sniper going to work though. G.dot sniper nearby. Ends up retreating though. Didn't manage to sneak in. Big push through the center for Commander Mix. Single grenade out. That's a lot of flame damage. Oh boy. Extremely low. Might as well retreat with that squad. Yep, there he goes now. No medics back here. He's only got one of his sections upgraded with medics as well. Oh boy, that's a bad retreat path for that Soviet sniper through the center. But somehow runs all this way and barely took a scratch. Pretty lucky. RickieRifle actually switching over to Spec Ops here. Getting the speed boost going. Really trying to get the chase down. And does pick off one of the penals, but yeah, lucky break for the sniper escaping there. It's one of those moments, you know, seeing that sniper just run past you, taking no damage, that he's raging out about. For sure. Already retreated before that grenade was even launched there.
Enemy threatening a capture
And,
point.
using a pretty big blob here. So even though he's only got one squad with the medics, most of the squads are pretty healthy after that.
Your forces have constructed a company command post.
Radio silence has been lifted. Units are now visible to the enemy.
Troops coming forwards. Smoke to cover. MG repositioning. Nothing to really keep some pressure on the shock troops though. Likely to come out of suppression here. Oh, but they're a little bit slow. Still crawling around even though they came out of suppression a couple seconds ago. Greenies with a tough retreat path here. Snipers from the Soviets very aggressively positioned. Ostheer one quite far back here. Big old burst from the LNG Greens, but the sniper does escape. Meanwhile, shock troops coming in to the flank. The grenade though not hitting too well. Models were kind of running around. Avoid a good chunk of the damage. Focusing on the Grenadiers here instead of the machine gun as well. That's not very good play from Askim.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Maybe could have got the wipe on that machine gun there. Played that slightly differently. Rickie activating radio silence again here. Recalling his MG34. Officer trying to get around the corner here, but so low in health. Just dropping mods like crazy as he tries to crawl across the river. Did one squad of Tommies go down? Yes. Not sure exactly what happened over here, but looks like they went down in the river over here. Mikz going straight for a Cromwell here. Not a super fast timing on this Cromwell though. 50 fuel in the bank. It's about to come out.
Cromwell gun tank ready for
Decent
action.
timing though. Back the other direction. Battle phase 2 complete. Still about 40 fuel away from a tank here, so plenty of time for this. Oh my god. Well, that is bad luck for RickieRifle on the wrong side of the heavy cover there, clumped up, and he loses his stern post. Boy, he even has a chance to dodge away. He wouldn't have even had sight of the Cromwell there. That's unfortunate.
Command has authorized the use of radio silence.
Over a kitten here though.
Enemy movement! On the flank!
But yeah, generally on these like really small maps like Crossing in the Woods, unless your medium tank comes out like a super fast timing, you may want to think about trying to stall for something a bit heavier. I think at this particular instance, it should work out alright. Use the officer charge here to flank the machine gun. G.dot sniper meanwhile going to work. Askim still has his sniper. Does he not have medics? Oh, he does have medics. He's leaving his base not fully healed. And the T-34 now for Askim. While forcing some retreats. Very conservative positioning on the square. I think it makes sense. Easy dodge on that officer grenade there. Troops coming in on the side here. MG packing up. Back pedal to the north. He's got another Grenadier here. Needs to get involved. Start shooting at these shock troops. Just gets close enough to fire on them anyway. But yeah, LNG Greens generally pretty good against shock troops. Let's have a little bit of extra penetration on the LMGs. Really helps against the shock troops with their armor. Oh, Cromwell coming in. Maybe looking for the sniper kill here. Pat gets one shot off. Here we go, sniper on the run. Cromwell on the move though, and has to continue staying on the move. Otherwise the pack would have taken him down there. So I only had one opportunity for a shot and missed it. Not unexpected. Crushing off those air spies here with the T-34. Good to see. Still has to worry about some though into the retreat path. Hopefully he finishes the job there. Now a glider coming down for Commander Mikz. Oh, quite aggressive positioning on that as well. Opening up on the stern pyros. Spinning around with the machine gun here. So Commando's not going to last too much longer. Reinforcing from the glider as well, though nice to see by Mikz. Also has gone for the bolster now. Shockmotor heavy, the option for Askim. Officer trying to crawl around the side. LNG squad's blasting through the center. T-34 getting in very aggressive here. I'm not sure exactly what he's up to. They're now focusing on the Rickie. Nice to see. Squad didn't manage to get a Faust off for Rickie. And they're pressuring this Rickie. And Rickie so far not getting hit almost at all. Running pretty good there. Easily could have got decrewed. Gets out almost unscathed. Oh, we got howitzer from G.dot having locked into German Mechanised. Going for the base barrage, and there are a few units back here. Which could get blasted out. Askim now with the Katyusha. Looks like he's going for counterfire to the howitzer region, and gonna catch a few units coming out of base from Rickie. Almost losing a squad there. 2 models down so far. Bit of damage. Is that the weapon health down there? Down to 0 already? Yeah, it was. Wow. Very lucky. If one more rocket had landed there, the howitzer would have been outright destroyed. Just had to get decrewed, but didn't end up happening. Lucky break for G.dot. The Katyusha rocket scatter didn't finish the job. Get the decrew there. So that would have been the kill. Panzer out now for Rickie. Got the anti-infantry plane coming through here. Just complete garbage. Oh! Plane crash, but it actually did quite a lot of damage. I think there was 3 Pioneer models down there. There's nothing like what I saw in my testing. I didn't think that was even possible. Like, I knew you could still do some damage, get some kills, but it was nerfed harder than that. T-gun opening up on the P4. Cromwell nearby as well, limiting its movement. So it's pretty close to each other, but those Soviet flares don't reveal the opposing snipers. You need a recon plane for that. Flares don't do the job. Do the job though of scouting, seeing that there's no pack immediately nearby. Sniper in some trouble. T-34 finding him by accident there, going after the machine gun. Back for G.dot, spinning around. T-34 gets the kill as he's crossing the road. Sniper down for G.dot. Forward assembly over here now for Commander Mikz. Lots of barrage into the base area again. 0 kills so far, but it looks like he's done quite a lot of base structure damage, resulting in a good amount of veterans. So you got a fuel cache down for Askim as well. Pushing into a second T-34. Not going to try hang around and start saving for the 152, which will probably be around this timing that you'll start to do that. Try turn up the heat with double T-34s. In response though, we have a second pack for G.dot, so that's really going to limit the effectiveness of the double T-34s. Oh boy. The Brens are going to town there. Kitten gets decrewed very, very quickly, and the AT gun finishes off the job. Painful for Rickie there, losing that, having to rebuild it now. Yeah, the brained up sections are really starting to flex their muscles. Causing Rickie some issues. Rickie with no obers at the moment. Been relying on the double machine guns, but sometimes that doesn't quite cut it if they're slightly out of position. T-34 has hit a telemine over here, I believe, but hasn't dodged away after that at all, just sitting here. And G.dot trying to get the kill on him, just finishing off with the packs, no dodge at all. He's too busy trying to line up his Katyusha barrage. I think he did get a wipe on maybe like a Pioneer there, something like that. But yeah, not worth losing a T-34 for, that's for sure. Quite a long time to dodge. Pull back after taking that mine, but sat there for a good 20 seconds.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
P4 tempted to chase in after that Cromwell. Decides against it. Do have that 6-pounder nearby. So got a Vickers inside the trench though, needs to spin it around here. Let's change the facing. There he goes now. Looks like we're going to work through the centre here. Water cover deployed by Commander Mikz, and that does force Rickie back, relieves a lot of pressure. Allies going for the capture here. Now he's up by about 70 VPs at this stage. It's a good time to spin around there. No capping for Rickie in the centre. X is forced all the way back here. G.dot has been investing into tech. And just about there, needs some more manpower for whatever he wants to build next. Because he's got double packs, he's probably going to go for the Bombardier. He doesn't really need the extra anti-tank. Double infiltration grenades, but MG was long gone. There's a 4 coming down, but we do have the AT gun there. This is up slightly in the wrong direction. Equipping the Commandos with the greens now as well. It's a reasonable choice. But the howitzer though, switching its facing, going away from the base barrage strategy and coming an on-field howitzer barrage, and quite a lot close to the howitzer as well. Much tighter scatter here. And some damage done. BTR's Penals meanwhile coming into the flank of G.dot. Causing him some issues. Katyusha barrage up here as well, but maybe a little bit late. Maybe wasn't quite facing up the right direction when he decided to target it. Most units already gone from the area by then. There we go, takes down the forward assembly with that. Forward assembly gave him all, so no veterancy there. Interesting. This on the howitzer, planes coming through again. Nearly getting the wipe on that machine gun. Okay, going to be a Yak Panzer first for Rickie here. Or next, after his Panzer IV. A lot of repairs going down. Comet now for Commander Mikz. There's still plenty of fuel as well for both of these allied players. Their fuel control has definitely been superior to this point. The Yak Panzer should match up pretty well against the Comet. Real issue is Rickie with no indirect fire. G.dot having gone for the Panther as well, which is interesting. He lost one of his packs. I apologize. because I've got no idea where it went down. It must have gone down to those PTRS penals. Here it is. It looks like a satchel charge crater there. Okay, well I suppose that makes a bit more sense going for the Panther if you lost one of your anti-tank guns. But still, might have been better off going for the Brumbier, honestly. Planes are bouncing. Smoke planes coming in for G.dot. Katyusha's coming the other way, forcing Rickie off. Oh boy, Panther just drives right on up. Finds a Katyusha in base. And thanks to the smoke plane, I think he also saw the sniper back here. Doesn't have the machine gun upgraded on his Panther though. A bit of a mistake. His anti-infantry damage highly limited. Otherwise he probably would have killed this sniper by now. So he's having a lot of trouble with the facing of the gun. All the buildings around here, and the sniper able to survive here. Good dodging by Askim. It's got the 152 being brought in now. That's a barrage into the base. Kind of lucky for Askim there. I mean, both shots scattering super wide. And so many units clumped up in base. That could have been disastrous. But yeah, G.dot paying a huge price for not upgrading his Panther with the machine gun. It's taking down that sniper very, very low. T-34 in some trouble here. Panther trying to back away. This is one of its shots. Oh, but snipes it off long range there. A bit of a lucky break for G.dot. Flying on the move at that range, getting the kill. There goes the T-34. I was going to say you probably should just try stay in. Stay a little bit closer to the T-34. Make sure you don't back away far enough for it to go for like a suicidal ram. And try to stay stationary as well for max accuracy on your shots. Train blows over here. 152 is on armor piercing, so getting a pretty nice hit on the Jagdpanzer there. But the Jagdpanzer is doing some good penetrations in itself. Already at Vet 1 here. And Panzer 4 pushing in now as well. We do have a PTRE squad, but it's nowhere nearby for the snare. The 152 just hung out to dry here. No support at all. Spinning around. Very clumsy utilization of it here. Didn't bring his PTRS penals over at all this whole time. Very tunnel vision, only able to control one unit at a time here. And there goes the 152, didn't do anything. Comet now chasing in after the Jagdpanzer though. Let's see if he can salvage the situation. Both missing. Jagdpanzer getting a little bit lucky here. No, and a bounce. Jagdpanzer very, very lucky. Oh, and target weak point popped off by the pack. Now the Comet's in some trouble. Panther right on top of him here. Other Comet coming around the corner. So there we go. Panther gets through the armor and the Comet goes down. So what a turnaround there. Allies cruising on easy street. But some awful utilization of the ISG-152 from Askim. Combined with some bad luck for Commander Mikz not getting a kill on the Jagdpanzer. And now the Axis team are right back in it. Oh my gosh. And the pack picking them off at absolute max range there. Again, Commander Mikz getting quite unlucky. Must have been like just about to be out of range. Heartbreaker. Absolute heartbreaker. Oh no, now he's just suiciding a squad in the center as well. All falling apart here for Commander Mikz.
Close air support is available.
He's getting in quite deep here now on the run. With a bit of support. P4, is that one shot from death? No, just repaired up enough that it didn't die to that comet hit. Stolen Ricketten, by the way, and smoke raid by Commander Mix trying to push through the center. Keep him squaring up on the Panther. But yeah, I mean, Askim, you know, if you're going to be playing the style, you know, there's only like one entrance to your base. Well, there's, you know, could... Well, yeah, if you just put down like 2 mines here. Katyusha would have been alive. Yeah. If you're playing this style, you know, no AT guns, your penals, you know, short range on these snares, you've got double combat engineers, really no excuse not for having a whole bunch of mines down. And especially now that you've got this strafing run instead of the bombing run. Good to spend your munitions on mines. So Askim here. Leading things down that department. You see the strafing plane there. Even scratching the grenadiers. I don't think they even dodged too much either. Very unreliable. Okay, PTRS penals get the sticky satchel off. The incendiary rounds getting the last laugh there. Penal squad down. Oh, what's this Ricketten doing? Getting picked off. Decrewed quite close to the Axis lines there. Another cover coming down in the center. Green squad trying to sneak around the side of the machine gun, but unsuccessful there. Getting suppressed. So still going for G.dot, but hasn't really been hitting too much. Continuing to go for the base barrages. It's been on 5 kills for a very long time now. Hasn't even like killed the medics. Which is a little bit unlucky. Yeah, pans up to Vet 2 now though. It's got the health bonus that just makes it so much harder to kill. Things seem to be in a bit of a holding pattern here until Commander Mix gets our next tank. But oh my god, what's he doing? Go for another squad of Commandos. He's right there. He could have just built another Comet. Or a Firefly. Very curious to go for Commandos in this scenario, I feel. Where he has plenty of infantry. Quite an aggressive positioning as well, trying to flank this machine gun with it. That's just used on the MG in the center. Good to see by Commander Mix. Let's get out of there alive as well. Panzer though, blasting away through the center. He's ready 5 for Askim. SU-152 has cooled down though. Maybe could have gone for that again instead. This time he's only got 1 PTRS penal squad as well, so his support is very, very limited for this. He has to be very careful with how he uses his squad. He's repairing up his bases. Should, you know, like mines here, mines like all over the show. Should be high priority for him at the moment. That's coming down on the front lines. He's ready 5 missing its shot. Getting that time. You retreat there. 35 going forwards, but as I said, you know, he's got to be very careful, maybe not do moves like this. In this case, Panther is quite low, not healthy enough to chase down, but the pack was in position there, got another target weak point off. Could have been GG. Oh boy, what's going on with that retreat path? Commando's having trouble getting past the Panther there. Pretty nasty armed force now for Rickie. Second SU-85 out for Askim though. But he has to duel that with this vetted up Jagdpanzer. Oh no. And that's not really what you want to be doing. They're both vet 0. Sure, you can battle it out, but oh boy. Ooh, Comet switching around. Will the Panzer IV escape? Rickie, no munitions for the Blitz, unable to get away there. And down goes the Panzer IV. A little bit too aggressive. Good rotation from Commander Mikz. Yeah, maybe this is something you consider doing, taking both your SU-85s and trying to double team the Jagdpanzer. Makes a lot of sense. And if you're wondering why the Jagdpanzer could see back there, I think it's because he's got the Command Panther aura combined with the natural strong cone sight of the Jagdpanzer. So you can see quite far with that. Cover again though, forcing away the troops from the centre, opening up the allies to go for the capture on the VPs, and Axis, in spite of being in a good position army-wise, very bad position. Victory points down to 53. They have to be very, very careful here not to just get drained out. I'm just getting aggressive, but the flat base somewhat shutting them down there. The howitzer blasting through the centre as well. 8 kills now.
We have 50 points remaining.
Some decent damage onto those SU-85s. Panther trying to do some work here, but the Comet AT gun combo causing him some issues, and everything's getting through his armor as well. And just to be careful not to take engine damage. Comet getting quite aggressive there. Axis on the drain, but G.dot neutralizing in the center. And now a fresh Katyusha for Askim. Still, I don't think we've seen any mines from him to help protect this from another push by G.dot. Really hope we see some mines.
Shock troops have arrived.
More shock troops, okay, that's fine. Probably still do with another PTRS penal squad though, you know, just maybe 2 squads available for that sticky satchel. Really helpful when got these 2 units that are so vulnerable to getting flanked and outpositioned. Especially because we've seen from Askim, he doesn't really time his retreats that well, maybe not taking into account some of those factors like will my vehicles still have proper support, or is it safer for my snipers down the front lines instead of retreating here? Doesn't seem to be considering some of those factors quite so clearly. And I was trying to sneak around the side here, but some of these side blockers have been destroyed now, so machine gun getting some nasty suppression through. Troops trying to charge through center, but the Brumby getting some big hits in. Troops nearly going down there. Pack coming in from the side on the SU-85 here. Planes coming through, but not really doing too much. SU-85 trying to crawl to safety here. Oh my god, and the pack finishes him off, but he's abandoned. We had a close range Werfer strike here though. Just annihilating Mikz's army. Let's see if they are going to get fully destroyed. Pack finishing the job on the G Crew tank. Comet getting in here, finishing off the Jagdpanzer. Well, Panther wants to return the favor. We've got a Firefly and the AT gun right here in support. This could be the end of the Panther. Firefly maybe losing sight there.
Our capture point. They're trying to take
He would have still had sight thanks to the hammer tracking, but I don't know. T-gun getting decrewed as it tries to pull back. Brumbier and a couple squads coming into the retreat path a bit here. You can see a Faust coming through. And a steal on the anti-tank gun by Rickie. I think that's a really good idea. Maybe one Tommy squad did end up going down on retreat there. Katyusha barrage over here. Ooh, gets the decrew on that vetted up pack. G.dot. Good news for the allies there, but it did take a bit of a battering in that last attack. Led a lot of manpower trying to go for these captures. Lost a squad or two, lost the Su-85. Now army sizes are massively favouring the Axis. Do have air supremacy. Mikz could have, you know, saved up for it and maybe pushed in here. Well, it didn't even need to push in here. He's got the officer, right? He could have used the recon sweep plus air supremacy to knock this out. Don't forget about that on the officer, you know. Non-doctrinal air recon. Available for Brits. Helpful for knocking out those howitzers. Same story with US with the Major. Very, very helpful for scouting for those bombing strikes. Nice predictive shot there from the Brumbier. The IL-2 is coming through now.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Not going to do very much on whole fire out in the middle of the river there. That's not very good camouflage. Bunkers on the far side for G.dot, really trying to lock down the VP area, but the Su-85 clearing them out here. And Katyusha making short work of the team weapons. There we go, they both go down. Panther though looking for a move on the Su-85 when it's this far forwards. Coming in, trying to go around onto the flank, or maybe he's going for the Katyushas. Once again, no snares, no mines, no nothing. Here comes the PTRS penal squad now. But the Vet-up Katyusha has already gone down. Su-85 though might also go down. He's trying to escape with it here. Can the PTRS penal save the day? Act as a defensive mechanism, yes. G.dot could have maybe just suicidally charged in there though and gone for it. A crushing blow for Askim, who's got very little in terms of resources right now. VP situation is turning itself around. Allies ticking under 250 now. Another mortar cover down. We're up to Vet 1 on that stolen pack. Wow. Another smoke plane in. Scouting for the howitzer. This is used on counter barrage at the moment. We're going to catch that Katyusha. Which is just about ready to fire again. Spin around with this machine gun, but you see one model of the crew is just ages away, so even if you threw a grenade, probably wouldn't have got the wipe there. One on the Firefly now though. Into the center maybe? Oh, over to here. Tommy squad narrowly surviving. Fresh Jagdpanzer from Rickie. Firefly misses the return shot. Double AT guns through center as well. Commander Mikz has to be careful here. Shot from Death. Jagdpanzer gonna go for the chase down, and the Katyusha's right there as well. Oh, he gets cold feet backing out. Maybe he's going to send in the Panther. Katyusha on the run here. The anti-infantry plane coming through the center. The howitzer. Oh boy, the howitzer annihilating the squad on the capture circle. So Askim has no more BTRS squads remaining. And Bombardier comboing up here as well with its bunker buster. Ground Panther and Jagdpanzer coming over for the Su-85. Panzer getting a good shot in there. Su-85 with just no support troops. This Raketten's been decrewed over here for a good like 8 minutes or so. Could have crewed this at any time. That's a very sloppy play. Comet coming in. Finds the Werfer, takes that down. Going hunting for the Jagdpanzer next. Avoid taking any damage, but we've got a second Panther back there. He's about to take engine damage as well. Could have taken down the Jagdpanzer there if he got a little bit luckier, but missed his shots on the move. VPs though, the Allies were paying attention to those, draining out the Axis here. 17 VPs left, desperately capping on that side. Should be the Allies' game to lose here though. Just have to not retreat from the centre. We need the Brumbier across here if they want to clear this out in time. Probably wasn't worth trying to pick up that machine gun. There we go, he does retreat. Retreats from the centre. And the Grenadiers, oh, they're not quite in the capture circle. They're getting into it now. We do have Royal Engineers there that could come in to jam the capture. The T-gun from the side, Su-85 in the centre in some trouble. Firefly going down to the Jagdpanzer coming in very, very low. Royal Engineers jamming the capture, but they go down. 1 VP remaining. Su-85 goes down, but look at that. What happened over here? Oh, I thought the Axis had captured this, but they hadn't. Pies must have gone down just before getting the cap off, and the Allies end up sealing this game. Oh boy, well, Commander Mikz, I salute you, sir. You carried this game pretty hard. Askim getting punished time and time again for just having his support troops out of position. No mines at all. Just, was that like 3 times he lost a Katyusha just to a Panther driving up and killing it? Sloppy play with the ISU-152. But alright. Commander Mikz with some good, just solid Brit play. Definitely locking Rickie out on that side. He had a lot of trouble all game long. Never went for Obers though, which I think would have helped him out quite a bit. But yeah, solid tank play. Running pretty good with that Jagdpanzer, that first one. But ultimately wasn't enough. The Allies did enough in the early stages to hold out for the victory here. GG, well played. It looked like things were about to turn around, but look at that. Allies with nothing left to hang on for the win. Well, anyway, guys, I'll wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.